I strongly believe that in Nikke, Andresen is the legendary commander from the Goddess Squad, with almost irrefutable evidence we can present on the table. Like for instance, he knows Dorothy, and he is the one managing the Pilgrim Tower. They also share the same voice actors in both English and Japanese version. He's also holding on the two gloves the legendary commander is wearing at the time of the first invasion. Well, I am not sure if it's the same gloves, but we can't ignore these. And also, more importantly, the blood that can turn into vapors, or vapors, or a jade, or whatever you call it. Those are the facts that can't be disproven that he is the legendary commander. But what if? I know it might sound crazy. Look, I'm sorry. I'm starting because people might call me crazy because I'm going to post this on YouTube. But he's actually not. Despite all of those evidence, despite all the lines that we can draw to connect everything together, turning out he is actually not the legendary commander. Ladies and gentlemen, I know it sounds crazy, but I have to prove myself and explore how deep is this theory willing to go before it hits rock bottom. Within the trailer of the collaboration of Nikke and Stellar Blade, we can see a lot of things going on in the video. We see our protagonists and the collab characters. Not only that, but they're also bringing back Rome yet again for another adventure. But my attention was caught quickly to the old man they showed us. At first, I wonder if it was X, who's an old man mentioned in the ongoing event, Lord of Justice. While I was looking for more details in the room of Grandpa, I've noticed something particular hanging onto the wall. And behold, I've seen a picture of the library. Now, I was thinking maybe it's not X. Maybe it's the person who owns the library, or whatever you call it, that has an initial of O. Or should I say, Oswald. But that thought was broken as well, as I remember that Oswald has more of a brownish eyes rather than bluish ones that we see on the trailer. So I kept on wondering who it might be. Well, I jokingly said to myself, what if it's the legendary commander? I know it sounds crazy, I know. But have you heard the line that he said in the trailer?
They raised us to the skies, used us as a symbol of resistance.
You have no idea how important this line is. An old man talking about symbol of resistance. Well, go on, doubt me. It's none other than the first goddess of victory, the Goddess Squad, who is actually victorious in their battles. The symbol of hope, the Goddess Squad. Now, some of you might be asking me right now, but O5, how can you be so sure that this old man is even the legendary commander? He's not even a commander himself. Well, if we play this scene frame by frame, we can actually see on his right side his commander uniform. And I am sure you're going to ask yourself again if Andresen is actually the legendary commander. Now, if you haven't noticed so far, what can we see on the back of Grandpa's wheelchair? And what do you think you remember the legendary commander has? Here, let me zoom it out for you even more. Does that jog your memory? They both have coats. Now, why is that? Why do they possess similar things? It could be a coincidence. That could be a possible answer. But we're in Nikke, and if I tell you they're crucial in the details, they're crucial in the details. Andresen is not the legendary commander. He is the son of the legendary commander. Now, how can I be so sure? Well, first, Gramps has blue eyes and so does Andresen. Second, Andresen and the legendary commander share the same voice actors. If somehow then Grandpa is the legendary commander, then it applies that they could possibly share similarities of their voices. Third, last but not the least, the reason why Andresen knew about Dorothy and the rest of the Goddess Squad is because Gramps here told Andresen about them. Don't forget, there's a library picture there hanging on the wall, so it's possible. However, I'm skeptical, so I squeeze out every information I can get to create theories or refute the theories I make on my own. First, Andresen has a circular thing a tube can be inserted on his left lower side of his body, which is a life support. And the reason of his meetings is just an excuse for this thing right here. Same goes with Mustang, who's more than 100 years old. And about the Splendamin in the story and the Bond story of Anis, she mentioned about a theory that Splendamin can somehow extend your life longer than it used to be. So that's that. I am really curious and can't wait for the story to drop. But I need to remind you guys that this is just a theory, and to hype things up, in the meanwhile, we wait before the update of Nikke and Stellar Blade collab. I was still in doubt. I still believe that Andresen is the legendary commander. It's just that I need to get this thing out of my head. I need to post this. I need. Don't call me crazy. It's just a theory, okay? But in the next few days, we'll get our answers soon enough. And as always, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Also turn that notification bell so you won't miss any of my videos whenever if it's Nikke facts, memes, or theories crazy as this. Then I am your man. Thank you for watching.